British Lionhearts, who take on the Russian boxing team. And as we stand, the Lionhearts third in the group of 8, Russia in fourth. The Russians had a match in hand. This was a big night for them. They come in on the back of a 5-0 victory at home against the Guerreros. They've beaten the Chinese 4-1 here tonight. It was going to be equally as good and equally impressive. Opening bout, Egorov against Ash the Bash Williams. And there was no shortage of effort in this fight from Williams, Richie.
Another 100% performance in terms of his effort, but the quality again just wasn't there, and he was up against a southpaw opponent who adjusted his feet and really caught the judge's eyes with those type of shots. Big right hook, brings his opponent here onto a lovely left hand. That was great stuff from Egorov. Williams, though, tough as old boots, he kept coming, he tried right to the end, but just walked onto that one there, and from another angle, just a peach of a punch on the chin.
So the national champion, Vasily Egorov, opening with a victory. And next up, it was our first look at Enrico La Cruz. He's the Dutch national champion, and he looked to be in over his head early on against Nikitin. A really powerful boxer.
I thought he chose the wrong tactics early on, La Cruz. He held his feet, tried to take his opponent on at mid and short range, and that was the wrong tactic. When he boxed at mid to long range and moved his feet a little bit more, he did a lot better.
And he impressed the judges a couple of times, and he got a couple of judges on his side.
Indeed, but Nikitin, you know, he's very strong, he keeps coming forward, he's trying to push his opponent back to the ropes, and he managed to do that time and time again.
Well, this was a view that the Lionhearts would get used to seeing. It was the Russian arm raised. 2-0 Dunetsev against Sam Maxwell. This is when we thought it was going to change. Maxwell put in a good performance in the opening round, but he didn't get the decision. It went with the Russian, and it went all downhill.
Yeah, a couple of good flashes from Maxwell, that left hook there. But then, for me, he just switched off in periods in this contest where he held his feet and he made his opponent look better than what he was. Dunetsev is a very strong guy. Southpaw sits back and really wings those hooks in over the top. But, you know, he makes a lot of mistakes, but he is strong, he is powerful, and he dragged Maxwell in and made Maxwell fight his fight. And the Russian came through. Strong performance, but disappointing for Maxwell.
Yeah, he was 2 from 2 coming into this, and that is the first taste of defeat in this season. Next up, it was a big night for Daniel Woolwich. He was making his debut as well, but the debut would not last too long because, as we said, the debutant would feel the full force of Kumakov, another national champion.
Yeah, terrific left hook there. You won't see many better left hooks delivered than that around his opponent's right hand there early on in the round. So Woolwich was just caught cold in the headlights there, and then gets caught with a couple of big right hands, and the British coach Paul Wormsley throws the towel in, protecting a young boxer with a lot of potential. But tonight wasn't his night, and Kumakov, a good dominant display.
Yeah, a chastening experience then for Daniel Woolwich, and another victory for Russia's boxing team. And then the finale, and perhaps the most dominant overall performance coming from the world silver medalist Tishenko here. Diana, again, making his debut, the Frenchman for the Lionhearts here tonight. He started well enough, but again, he didn't build, and it was just a dominant display from the Russian heavyweight.
Diana, I thought, fought well in spurts, but just got caught too many times. Tishenko boxed well at range. He shows why he's such a classy amateur boxer. You know, this is over 5 rounds now, so it's a pro format. And he boxed very well indeed. He boxed well at range, he fought well on the inside, and yeah, he is quality. And as the contest went on, he just got stronger and stronger, increased the tempo, and Diane just walked onto too many at the end.
And there it is, the arm raised, and it ended what had been an incredible night for the Russians. 5-0, the final score. They go above the Lionhearts in the table.
的技战术水平，当然通过那场比赛，他们也累积了信心。 我们看到摩洛哥队运动员们都 guard。让我们给那么下面的时间，让我们再请出来自。 和君君，中国龙，咱们中国龙队的刁建豪也是海南本土，生日是1963年，21岁，身高160公。 On point by split decision in red corner， 刁建豪，21岁，身高184公分，摩洛哥全国锦标赛的冠军。这是一场真拳对麦芒，实力相。
Give us a clean fight. Good luck.
是57场41胜16负3场国锦标赛的第1名，而咱们中国龙队的周迪是25岁，身高。
No low blow, shake hands. Good luck. Open up.
The winner on point by split decision in red corner， 周迪。一位不折不扣的老将，那么他的体能到底能不能撑住呢？他的身高是100世界大学生拳击赛的冠军，325场。 Blue corner, Italia。终于，摩洛哥队的勇士发手。那么，我们的拳击宝贝儿。
Hello and a very warm welcome to highlights of this Week 5 encounter here in Season 5 of World Series boxing action. The visiting team, the Italia Thunder, travelled to Konin, Poland, where they squared off against the home team, Rafako Hussars, in this Group B encounter. Both teams stuck in mid-table at the moment. The Italia Thunder are 5th. The home team, Poland Hussars, were 6th. And this was a matchup in the C1 category, and it was the two-time Olympic bronze medalist Patrick Barnes taking on David Jagodzinski in the light flyweight division. And really, it was a masterclass produced by the man from Northern Ireland representing the Italia Thunder. Barnes, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, demonstrated his variety of punch, his boxing intelligence, and his incredible conditioning. Jagodzinski boxed all the way through to the final bell, but the man who took the opening bout in unanimous fashion was Paddy Barnes. Dominant display, a couple of 10-8 rounds in there as well, and that gave the Italia Thunder a 1-0 lead. Up next were the bantamweights, and in the 56 kilogram division, it was another Olympic medalist in the ranks of the Italia Thunder, Michael Conlon, wearing the Italian colours, the predominantly white shorts, taking on Sylvester Kozlowski, a man who he has met twice before, and just in those previous encounters in Olympic-style boxing, it was Conlon who came out on top. Masterful counter-punching demonstrated throughout the contest. As is his wont, he switched effortlessly between the orthodox and southpaw stance and produced sharp shooting punches from a variety of angles to prove to be the master over Sylvester Kozlowski and give the Italia Thunder a 2-0 lead after 2 completed bouts. Up in the 64 kilogram light heavyweight division, the Italia Thunder were represented by yet another Olympic medalist, Vincenzo Mangiacapre, the Olympic bronze medalist from London 2012, taking on the 21-year-old Damien Kivior. And the daredevil hands-down style of Mangiacapre was working wonderfully well tonight. He was swaying back at the waist, causing Kivior to miss by millimeters on occasion, and then would counter and indeed sometimes be the aggressor with hard, accurate shots, particularly the hooks and uppercuts at mid and long range, putting Kivior under significant and sustained pressure. Kivior, for his part, just 21 years of age, competed with everything he had, but it was a clean sweep across the board in favor of Vincenzo Mangiacapre, and that gave the Italia Thunder an unassailable 3-0 lead going into the 75 kilogram middleweight contest. There, the teenager Salvatore Cavallaro squared off against Tomasz Jablonski, and as the contest progressed in what was a keenly contested affair, Cavallaro having his own moments, particularly with punches at mid and short range, but as the contest wore on, it was the straight, accurate punching of Jablonski that put Cavallaro under significant pressure. His conditioning was tested to the max, he was bleeding from the nose, and the superior work rate and accuracy was enough to secure the Hussars Poland their first victory in the middleweight contest here in this Week 5 matchup. 3-1 the score as we move the match at middleweight. The home team were keen to maintain that momentum in the 91 kilogram heavyweight matchup, and Igor Pavel Jakubowski came out blazing and maintained his hard charging style throughout the 5 rounds. His opponent, Andriy Spahiu of the Italia Thunder, was the second best throughout the majority of the contest, and in the closing stages of round 5 was rocked solidly by a big right hand, causing the referee to intervene and issue a standing count. Jakubowski pressed for all he was worth to try and secure an inside the distant finish, but Spahiu made it through to the final bell, but there was little doubt as to whose hand would be raised when the decision was announced. Igor Pavel Jakubowski maintains his unbeaten start to his World Series boxing career, and that made it something of a consolation prize for the home team. They lost 2-3 at home to the Italia Thunder.
On the other side, in the red corner, the coming star. Italia Desert House coming to the ring. Final decision, ladies and gentlemen.
يدوب ليكم بالطبات فيوشو يخليو يدوبوا فيوشو تبعوا تبعوا ليكم تبعوا
Suramericano de Vóley Playa. Asiste, apoya a nuestra...
De Caciques de Venezuela.
Damas y caballeros.
José Díaz Azoka.
Del Sánchez.
De Cóndores de Argentina, Ronald Sánchez.
Selector.
Hendrik, el Chino Saavedra.
Chico, Circuito Suramericano de Vóley Playa. Acompaña a la Vinotinto de Polonia.
Esquina roja de Caciques de Venezuela. Veremos el próximo 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a few minutes, Мы встретимся с командой Аргентина Кондорс в южной столице, в городе Алматы. И, конечно, наша команда будет с нетерпением ждать...
The Olympic Stadium in Aguascalientes in Mexico was the scene of Mexico versus Cuba in Season 5 of the World Series of Boxing. After the ring parade, the Mexicans got off to a great start when Joselito Velasquez in the light flyweight division overcame the very useful Johnny's Argelagos of Cuba. The crafty and aggressive Mexican who won a Pan American gold medal was just too good for Argelagos, who was a bit casual at times. Being too casual eventually cost him the decision. In the bantamweight division, Andy Cruz of Cuba put things right when he outscored Brian Gonzalez, who was brave. He was a trier. He came in with heart and soul, but sadly for him, Cruz was just too much of a handful. This indeed was the best bout of the night. Gonzalez tried very hard, but sadly for him, had to be happy with second spot. Our third bout of the night came in the middleweight division, and of course it featured Arlen Lopez of Cuba in action against Misael Rodriguez of Mexico. And I've got to say that this was a pretty unimpressive, uninspiring contest. Lopez wasn't his normal self, undefeated in the World Series of Boxing, now in 3. And well, Rodriguez, he tried, but it wasn't pretty. And ultimately, of course, Arlen Lopez was declared the winner. But it could have gone, in all honesty, either way. Lopez, ordinarily a nice, long, loose puncher, struggled, but got the win.
El aplauso fuerte.
And to finish off, Cuba's Yasnia Toledo, very quick southpaw, twice a silver medalist at the World Championships and Olympic bronze medalist, overcame Raul Curiel, one of Mexico's best light welterweights, undefeated in his 2 bouts so far with the World Series of Boxing. But Toledo, well, he wasn't prepared to stand there and trade. He was crafty, he was quick, and he was good at long range. All of which, of course, added to the downfall here of Curiel.
De los domadores de Cuba, Yasniel.
We lost the heavyweight contest, but ultimately we had 4 very good contests, a 3-1 win in favor of Cuba Domadores against the Mexico Guerreros.
Introducing to you first from Azerbaijan, Baku Fires, please welcome Gaibatullah Gajili. This decision from the USA Knockouts, Tyreek Irby. And fighting out of the red corner, representing your USA.
Anthony Campbell. Your USA knockout, Anthony Campbell. And fighting out of the red corner, representing your USA knockout, is Franquinez. Your USA knockout, Francisco Martinez. Nadir Abdullayev. And
Go, baby, are you?
Azerbaijan Baku fires Abdul Kadir Abdullayev. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the World Series of Boxing Season